Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Murray, developmental sports optometrist and co-founder of Sensory Speed. Our program is designed by myself and based on my 35 years plus of expertise in vision development and training, combining it with the knowledge of my son's 7+ years of education and training in kinesiology and sports performance training. The combination of the two has led us to a program over the last 2 years that we've developed that has resulted in remarkable results with student athletes of all levels and improving them both on the field and in the classroom. Let me show you with this demonstration or this presentation how your student athlete can benefit from our program. Our program is called Sensory Speed. It is a sports vision and performance training program that is designed to improve student athletes of all levels on the field and in the classroom. Most athletes are students, 99.9% of them. And so if we put a program together that would improve them both on the field and the classroom, it just made sense. This presentation is more geared toward baseball, softball, hitting, but it's relevant to any sport. I always start out with baseball, coaches, parents, athletes playing baseball or softball with this question. In 6 words or less, break down hitting into its simplest form. People think about it for a few minutes, but most people almost immediately come up with, see the ball, hit the ball. I mean, that's the most basic you can get for hitting. If you see the ball, there's a good chance that you have a better chance of hitting the ball. If you don't see the ball, you're not hitting the ball no matter what. Obviously, there's more to it than that. Anybody will tell you there's basically 3 sensory skills needed for performance in sports, of any sports, but I'm talking mainly about hitting right now. First thing, vision, you have to see the ball. You have to see the target, you have to see where it is, what type of pitch it is, how fast it's coming. All of that is visual information that you have to get very quickly and accurately. The second thing you have to do, the sensory skill, is make the decision. Is it what I want it to be or is it not? Do I throw, do I not throw? Do I swing, do I not swing? That decision making, again, it's in the brain, but it's 80% of it is again, the visual information is telling it whether to go or not go. The third response or sensory skill is the motor skill. Now you have to make the movement. This is where the kinesiology, the speed, the agility, the strength comes in, as well as proper technique, which we are now also involved with that because we are basing right now out of South Bay, sports performance program in San Jose. So even technique for hitting can be done through our program because we are combining with South Bay. So what makes us unique is that we're really the only performance training program in the Bay Area that we know of that trains all 3 aspects. We start with vision, we work making sure that their vision is as good as can possibly be, and we'll be talking about that in just a second, how much more to vision there is than just seeing clearly. Then making sure that the brain, they're able to see it and make the decision as quickly as possible and make the right decision. Again, not only on the field, but in the classroom. And then respond properly in sports, the proper speed, the technique for the swing, the balance, the speed, the coordination, all involved in proper technique. If you combine all 3, if you only have the vision but you don't have the body, you're not going to succeed. If you have the body but you don't have the vision in the brain, you're still not going to succeed. So no matter how fast you are or strong you are, if that system is not led properly, you can have the best swing in the world, but the bottom line is if you don't see the ball, make the right decisions, your batting average is not going to be very good. Why the emphasis on vision? Well, because vision accounts for up to 80% or more of the information we gather for both learning and on the field of endeavor out on the sports field. Based on that, then, sensory vision training we feel should be part of every performance training program. Why is vision so important and yet so neglected? Everyone trains motor skills in different ways, but how many actually train vision? Nike did a study a few years ago. The answer is very few. They found that less than 10% of student athletes get any specific training of vision in their performance training programs. The only ones that really do are the professionals and upper level Division I athletes. It shows that it's really important because the top guys are doing it. The problem is it's not available to the little leaguers and the student athletes below the professional and Division I levels. Why is that? Why is it not available? One, most people don't understand what vision really is. It's what we call the 20/20 vision fallacy. Most people think that if I'm seeing clearly, I've seen my eye doctor, I've got my glasses, I've got my contacts, I'm seeing 20/20, I've got good vision. Well, that's really not true. You can see very clearly and have very poor vision skills. There's a whole list of vision skills here that are necessary in order for you to say that you have good vision. Things such as dynamic visual acuity, contrast sensitivity, depth perception. I'm not going to go through all of those, but all of those are essential in order for your visual system to get the information in quickly, accurately, and comfortably, not just clear. Okay? And as you see here, there's also ones that are more for sports, and there's skills that are more for sports and school. So as we work with these skills, all these skills are trainable. And that's point number 2, is most people don't understand that these vision skills, we're not born with them. Those skills are developed. Anything that's developed can be improved. So that's what we do, is we make sure that the vision skills are as good as they can possibly be by training. It's no different than physical skills or sports skills or cognitive skills. We all know those can be improved. How? Through stimulus and training. Well, that's what we do with vision. Vision can also be improved, and those skills, the depth perception, the contrast sensitivity, the eye-hand speed, all of those skills can be trained and improved. Who's the best at training? When you work with somebody, you want to make sure you're working with somebody that really understands what you're working on. The experts, the only experts on vision, are developmental optometrists, because we specialize and do extra training in learning what vision really is and how you can actually train and improve it. So it's best to work with somebody that's a developmental optometrist, and even better, a sports vision neuro-optometrist, developmental optometrist. That's what I am, and there's becoming more and more and more of them because of the area of concussions. That's a huge area now, and prevention of concussions, I'll get into that in just a second, and treatment of concussions involves vision. And the neuro-optometrists are the best experts in vision-brain connection. The third reason for it's not available, or you don't see it as much, is lack of availability. And the reason for that is there's not as many sports vision optometrists as there should be. Now that's beginning to change, because all the research coming out is showing that vision can be trained, and that the neurology between the eye and the brain is very elastic, and it can be improved, not only for sports but for other aspects of life. Everybody wants some proof of that vision training works. This is just a couple of examples of studies that have been done. There's more on our website. There's a lot of studies that have been done to show how improving vision improves performance. This was one done by at Duke University, in the improvement of vision cognition with the use of strobes, which we use a lot of in our training. This was a program or a research done at the University of Cincinnati baseball team. They had fantastic results. Just should be noted that Johnny Bench was one of the people involved with that study. This is another study that was recently done on mentioned concussions. This was at the University of Cincinnati with the football program for 4 years. They did a program similar to ours, and their concussion rate dropped by 80%. It was the only thing that they made a difference in their program. There's a lot more research to be done, but all the indications are that if you train vision, you can reduce injuries, because they become much more aware with their vision and can avoid the injury in the contacts. Also, all the testing for concussions as well as treatment for concussions often involves vision work. Our proven results, over the last 2 years, starting our 3rd year, we've worked with San Jose State softball team. That was our best program that we worked with as a pilot program. Our 1st year working with them, they posted the best record in school history, 42-17. They won the WAC conference for the first time. Their batting average went from 250 to 283 in that 1st year. The 2nd year we worked with them, they lost a lot of key players, and yet they came back the 2nd year in a new conference, a tougher conference, almost won that conference as well, the Mountain West. and their batting average went up to over 300 as a team. Now, it wasn't all basically told us that it helped them in school as well. Some of them dramatically, others just a little, but in every case it helped them with their studies, which is huge. As I mentioned, we do all levels, so there was a college program, but we've also worked with a lot of little leaguers and have the same type of results where they tell us this little boy was a bench sitter, he wasn't even able to play, and he ended up being an all-star by the end of our program working with him. Same thing in this case here. So the bottom line is when you improve vision, you're going to improve their performance. Can we make everybody an all-star? No, but we can certainly improve their abilities again on the field. So our mission at Sensory Speed is providing student athletes such as yours of all levels the opportunity to improve their sensory vision skills and physical fitness at the same time, and combining the programs to increase their success both on the field and in the classroom. I'd like to finish with this. You can't hit what you can't see. And the bottom line is our program is the only one in the Bay Area that we know of that can combine these skills to help your students, your student athletes. We hope we can be of service to help your student athlete, both on the field and in the classroom. If you have questions, feel free to give us a call at 408-489-4180. It's on the screen here. Also go to our website. There's a lot more information there. Information about studies as well as what our program is all about and how it works. We hope that this presentation helps you to better understand that what our program is as well as what you can do to improve your student athletes. Thank you for attending.